All right. So what we're cooking on tonight's list or so. Well, there was a certain video I wanted to see, right? Which was Vrchat dating is the worst. And like I said before, Miss Punako Nyaru, has dated in Vrchat multiple times in the past. And I have to say, it sucks. It does suck to some degree. Because number one, right? Anyone who plays Vrchat for a very long period of time, right? For a super, like, they don't get off, like, when I'm saying, like, a long time, I mean, like, they don't get off of Vrchat, they sleep in Vrchat, they wake up in Vrchat, they charge their shit in Vrchat. Once they leave, they immediately come back because Vrchat is the only thing they do. Those are the people that are just, you know, mentally not well. Me, granted, during my times or so when I had a normal job, right? I used to work as a bartender. The only thing I did was just played Vrchat. So after I finished work, you know, as a responsible adult, right? And then I get off, you know, in like, because I worked through the nights. I worked throughout the like the what is it? The afternoons and nights or so to graveyard. So it left me like what 5 hours, 6 hours to play basically in Vrchat. So once I finished with my job, I went home. And then I just immediately kind of like hop on Vrchat, hang out with some friends, do some wacky shit, you know, meet some people from the other side of the planet, hang out with some Japanese friends too as well, and you know. Yeah, I wasn't doing none of that shit. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, so that's basically all I did when I was working as a bartender because I worked throughout the nights. And that's basically it. Like, that's honestly basically it. There's really nothing else I did or so. I didn't really had much of a social life. I don't really have any, like, friends out here to hang out with during my time as a bartender and everything. Even then, I still don't, you know? I still don't really have any friends to hang out with in my own city. And I just kind of like, I'm kind of like married to my computer, so... So I have to do work. So there's that. And yeah, and I've dated a couple people in Vrchat. Some were pretty bad. Well, they were all kind of bad actually. So I found a video of Trapman, but also of Sizzle Games and SSCS Ama. On my history doing those voices, don't know if those two were that friend you said. Not Trapman. I don't know who Sizzle Games is. No, he's not a YouTuber. He never made a YouTube channel, but he did he was a very well-known person in Vrchat though. He was pretty well known. When you know, when Vrchat days where guys would pretend to be girls, and sometimes girls would pretend to be guys. Or girls were mostly just a bunch of memers. That's pretty much just what it was half the entire time. Like, it was like a pretty small percentage or so where girls would talk as a guy, and there was like a lot that guys talked to a girl. Granted, they weren't very good, right? Like, some of them weren't very good because you can tell, like, you can basically tell they're a dude, right? Because their female voice was not fully developed and everything. But it's still pretty good. It's not bad though. But I'd say there's other ones that are like 10 times better. So, but there has been like at least 1 or 2 times where their female voice, it was pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, let's take a look at the video or so real quick. The Vrchat dating is the worst. And
so I've made a lot
do
of
I
videos
have
on
to
Vrchat.
do I think it's actually pretty bad? Yeah, it can be. It's like a super small percentage of where girls are at, where some girls are normal in VR chat. It's very small. The pool is very small, and even then, on top of that, they're mostly taken. So that's the problem. They're mostly taken.
Exact. One going through
You only get the crazy
premise that is
bitches.
VR chat and its many problems, like kids invading the lobbies and experiencing trauma on the same level as watching Uncle Ben being shot 5 times.
No. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I've played the most. I've played also recently VR chat. And I went to Public Worlds. Kids are not traumatized. You want to know why? You want to know the reason why? I go into those lobbies and I hear them dropping the N bomb with the hard R. They say the F word. They literally said bro. It's like literally a Call of Duty lobby. They'll literally try to annoy the living shit out of you. So they'll like make loud noises. They'll yell at your ears. They'll go up and down the fucking stairs in some worlds. They'll fucking go to one side of the world and the other side of the world. They'll be screaming their fucking head off. They'll be fucking saying random slurs. You guys have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing fucking traumatizes these kids. Well, maybe there's one thing. There's probably one thing.
Over and then getting greedy.
So your story is funny about that girl asking you to dom her. Could had a harem of doming girls. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could have fucking had a harem in VR chat, like 100%. I could have been having like lesbian sex every fucking night if I wanted to. But you want to know something? I'm not a fucking slut. I don't spread my legs for anybody, so I'm just saying, you know. COD kids playing VR chat, my list of reasons to never try VR chat is getting longer. It's still a fun thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's fun. Like it's very far few in between that it happens, right? Because it's because ever since they made certain worlds available for the Oculus Quest, because the normal people, right, they have a computer, they have the headset for the computer, but then kids now apparently they can go on their phone, their iPhones or something like that. They can go on their phones to play VR chat or something. I don't know if that's even a thing or so, or if it's still in beta or something. But the Oculus Quest, where certain worlds didn't allow you to go into, right? Because there's specific worlds for certain headsets, but now there's certain worlds that allow that shit, and then, well, you know, the kids invaded and kind of ruin everybody's like the adults, basically the adults, kind of ruined the fun for a lot of people, and they decided to go into private worlds, and well, you know, it is what it is. So
or parental negligence, like most kids nowadays are experiencing. And in my second video, we went over the predators of VR chat, which was not even interesting. It was a horror story with how rampant it is on VR chat, and the fact the devs have put nothing in place to protect the children that play this game.
nah, they ain't gonna do nothing because they want the player base. Actually, I'm curious, how many people are still playing VR chat up today? Let me see. I'm actually very curious. Let's see, Steam charts. Like up to this day, how many people are still playing VR chat? Damn, 45. Wow, 40. So 45,000 in the last fucking 24 hours. At the moment, there's like 28,000 people playing. That's crazy. Oh, that's interesting. It has been going up? Goddamn. It has been going up. What the fuck? Damn, that's crazy. I did not know it was going upwards. Damn. Goddamn, that's a lot of people. Hey, Rihito. How you doing there, hun? That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there's still more people playing this game, actually. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll start probably playing more VR chat maybe for a stream. But the problem is I need a new faceplate for my VR. Plus I want to get me 8-point trackers, two more base stations for my setup or so I can have more better, VR tracking, and then we can do some fun stuff actually. We can do some dancing shit, I'm probably terrible at dancing now, but
And don't even ban these people that have been confirmed to be predators and target children. And even if they do, they'll just make another account because they won't get IP or hardware.
Oh, don't
banned.
make sure
It's
you
the
lay
point where
down,
you
okay?
can frequently experience it in most lobbies. It's about as common as finding a hacker in CSGO or a gambling addict.
Granted, of course, a lot of this stuff is just kind of like no one really cares at the end of the day, right? For some of these things, right? When it comes to, well, I'm saying like kind of like the crazy wacky shit, but like there's some really deplorable stuff in VR chat that's like even I know some of these things. Like I know some of these things. We watched a video on it, right? That is literally one of the things that usually happens in VR chat. So it is crazy. It can get like basically like the dark side of VR chat. Basically like the underground, like the slums, like the black market. You know how like there's always like a nice place for every side. You know how like Japan has like oh yeah, it's a good, beautiful place, but no one talks about the dark side of Japan, There is that, It's basically like that. If I have to compare it when it comes to VR chat. Like 100%.
Vice. We need Vice slots in Factory New.
But the people I talked to on that video were just genuinely terrible people, and I know one of which is still active on the platform.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. These people that he talked about, they're all fucking bad. Every single one of them. What was it called? That phantom feeling to feel touch in VR chat? It's phantom touch. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't understand phantom touch. I really don't. I have over what 2,000 hours in the game, because someone told me, it's like, oh, once you hit more than like 2,000 hours, you're gonna start feeling phantom touch. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't felt jack shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing fucking changes. When I touch myself, like rub my finger or my hands up my body or so, of course I'm gonna fucking feel it, right? But like so I'm supposed to like, so like someone else is supposed to like when they touch me or so, right? Or if they rub their finger on my arm or something like that, right? And like, if I'm looking at it long enough, apparently I'm supposed to quote unquote feel it, quote unquote, but I've never felt it in my entire life. Never. Not in a million years. I've never felt that at all, so.
But what else can I say about VR chat? Well, recently I came across a video on YouTube that edged my prostate like a full-gloved fist colonizing my crevice.
Wait. What's the video called? I want to see. Hold on.
With
What was the video called?
I say about VR chat. Well, recently I came across
Why dating in VR chat sucks. I want to see that next. I want to see that video next. Where is it at? I want to see why VR chat dating sucks. There it is. There's the video. You know what? I want to take a look at it. You know what? We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it right after this. 100%. Let's see if they're correct.
across a video on YouTube that edged my prostate like a full-gloved fist colonizing my crevice. With interest, of course, because as said previously, I'm a seasoned vet in VR chat.
Oh, no.
Holy shit, you have 3,000 hours? He beats mine, to be honest. Really, he's played that long in VR chat? How many hours do I have in VR chat? I have about 2,500 hours, 0.1. So that's how many hours I have. 2,500 hours.
I've
Damn.
earned my 4 tour medals, and I'm proud of them because I essentially overcame my addiction and developed 2 more.
And even then, I assume you had fun in VR chat, to be honest. If you spent at least more than 1,000 hours in a video game, that means you had fun. You had fun in that game. You cannot deny you did not have fun in that game. If you spent like a long time, like I spent like what, 500 plus hours in Monster Hunter, I had a fucking blast of a fucking time, to be honest, you know? Like, it doesn't really matter. It's a video game at the end of the day, right? It's like basically like a social aspect, you know? I got that on Genshin. Same thing too as well, you know? 3,000 hours is not that crazy, to be honest. I've seen way higher than that, to be honest. I've seen like ridiculous hours of VR chat. Those are the people who literally don't get off the game. That's the difference, you know? But like at the end of the day, right? If you spend more than 1,000 hours in a video game, VR chat is a video game at the end of the day, even though it's a social aspect, right? That means you had fun. You had a good time. You had a fun time. Your hours were well spent, and you just had a good time, you know?
Gambling.
You just had fun. That's it, you know?
And making these videos for you little goobers. So essentially, I have more than enough credentials to talk about the topic. Even though I know some of you mentally diseased and crippled are going to comment they have more hours than me, and in comparison, I'm a novice compared to them, which is
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I've seen people who have like over 5,000 hours in this game.
essentially like
It's
bragging you
crazy.
have stage 3 terminal gonorrhea. But how many VR chat hours do you have? But anyway, the video
Most of it was pain and rank. That's the reason, because you were playing rank.
that piqued my interest was about VR chat dating. And there is actually a lot to VR chat dating, and it has changed exponentially since I stopped playing the game.
Oh man, VR chat dating has changed so much. There's literally a dating app. There's like an app or so on the Google Play Store. There's literally a like an application or so to date or hang out with people. I kind of want to do it for an experiment for a video on YouTube. I actually wouldn't mind setting up an account, right? Hanging out with them, right? And then asking them questions and be like, hey, I got a couple questions for you, you know, about the whole, you know, this application and everything, you know. I kind of want to see their perspectives and what they think about it, you know.
And the rabbit hole goes deeper than the Mariana Trench now. But anyway, quickly, if you don't know what VR chat is, I'm gonna guess there is not a solid block of parmesan that has hardened to the level of granite under that meat sleeve of yours, or you're a rec room player. VR chat is
Rec room. Goddamn, that's where all the kids are at, to be honest.
a virtual platform where you can interact with other people through the power of VR, with additional features to improve your immersion being face tracking, full body tracking, and unfortunately ERP, which is essentially just pixel smashing or explicit activities on the VR chat platform. Also a big problem because of how frequent it is,
Your little pussy belongs to me.
and the fact
Your little pussy belongs to me. Hold on. I can recreate that voice. Hold on. I can recreate that, chat. I can recreate that. Where is it? Where's my thingy thing at? Where is it? Where is it at? Here it is. Hold on, let me see. Which one was it? Which modifier was it? Was it this one?
Was it this one? Oh, yeah. Your pussy is mine. your pussy is mine. Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Yeah, see, I just created it right there. There you go, chat.
stop.
That was me all along. That was me. That clip right there. That was me. That was 100% me, chat. I was pretending to be a guy on VR chat, and I was saying, yeah, your pussy's mine.
People are actually monetizing it now.
I'm an escort, so I kind of do this for pay for people. It's $25 for an entire hour.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, you can literally pay for people's services to literally have sex with them. That's literally how it works. Like this is actually like for a lot of people or so who are like not mentally well, of course. This is like, well, at the end of the day, right? It's like a second life, right? it's like being, I guess you could say being born a little bit more cooler, I guess, question mark, because the avatars are really cool and everything, and you're probably not cool IRL. You know, like who wouldn't want to be reborn as a better version of themselves, you know? Like obviously like any human would want that, to be honest. It's like common knowledge.
You can pay for a crumb of genitalia on VRchat now.
Also, on top of that too, you want to know how crazy VRchat has evolved or so? Apparently, you can add an attachment or so to your model and to your whoever you're gonna have, your partner, right? Your partner. Let's say this, for example, your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or whatever, right? You get custom VRchat models, right? And the cool thing about it, right? I think it's cool, but it is fucking like, I don't see myself ever using it, in my personal opinion. So you can hook up a Loven's toy with each other, right? Normally, right? But there's an add-on plugin or so where you can put it on the models, right? On the VRchat models, you can put it on them, and anytime like your like the penis or so from the 3D model like enters into the girl's, you know, vagina basically, on the other model, right? Your girlfriend's model, right? Let's say the guy wants to plow the girl, right? And once he sticks it into her, and if she has the Loven's toy like connected with each other, and then also it has it on the models, like the VRchat models, apparently when the guy starts, you know, doing the action to the girl, it starts to activate for the actual girl in real life. She doesn't have to do anything, right? The guy is doing all the movement, but he's actually technically having, you know, like technically having sex with her. So it is pretty fucking crazy how that actually became a thing, in my personal opinion. I never thought in a million years that would ever happen, you know? So I know about this because I have friends who are VRchat avatar makers, and they've told me about it. They've told me about the evolution about it and everything. And I used to make VRchat. I used to make VRchat avatars like a long time ago. So models. I was experimenting. I'm having fun with some of them. So yeah.
Oh, how we've strayed from the path of God. It also gets worse.
Yeah, it is
when
a thing.
actually avatars.
Like literally, you can basically have sex with someone. It's basically you having sex with someone, but you're in your own room, and they're like on the other side of the planet. You know, you can literally just like, you know, raw dog it basically. Didn't that appear in a futuristic movie? I'm not too sure. I don't watch any movies, but it's a thing that you can do in VRchat. You know, if you want to set it up yourself, it's kind of a fucking pain in the ass to set it up, but you can have someone to set it up for you, and they know more than, you know. I don't know how to do it in my personal opinion. I haven't done VRchat avatar making in like over like 10 years, you know.
That can interact with each other now through a feature called DPS.
Yep, there it is.
Not damage per second, idiot. Dynamic penetration system.
Yeah, there it is. Dynamic penetration system.
And there is also equipment now that will suction cup to your genitals. And if somebody touches your avatar or touches that area of your body, it will respond. And there is also
It's a Loven's. He's not saying it, but it's called a Loven's. That's what it is.
a new thing called Pie Shock, which is a collar you can wear and people can electrocute you. Like,
That sounds like a thing you would do or so if like you could also make this shit as funny too as well. Like, you know how like the boys always wear like those shock collars or so? If you laugh, you get shocked or so. You can literally do the same thing for this for content.
I know it's a kink and everything, and you do you, but just commit a few murders, and I think in most American states, they'll do that for free. But it's safe to say that VRchat has evolved into a more NSFW setting from its initial concept and release in 2014.
We are so close. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Actually, you die in real life, you die in the game. It's actually the reverse way, actually.
And the VRchat devs are aware of this, with many VRchat worlds having age warnings and terms and conditions, along with a filter that, when enabled in the settings, disables anything labelled as NSFW. But if your face isn't grimacing from the things I've just listed, and your appetite is still well intact, the worst things that happen in VRchat I can't mention in this video. But anyway, with what VRchat is, and the degenerate activities that are carrying out the way, Wouldn't you be happy to know that most of it applies to the VR chat dating scene? And with my bachelor's
Yeah.
degree in VR
Yeah.
chat and loneliness, we're going to talk about the VR chat dating scene.
Like, I can, if I wanted to, I can literally have a one-night stand in VR chat if I wanted to. Like, I can literally just hook up my shit and literally go in VR chat, literally go find someone who wants to have a one-night stand with me, and then I'm fucking done. Like, I can literally do that. It's not that fucking hard.
And how bad it truly is. So load up that 44.
It's pretty fucking
Magnum.
bad. If
Kiss
I
your
can do
family
it, you
members
know.
Goodbye for the last time. Because in your current state, if you have any hope for humanity left in you, it's about to get diminished. So first, how does VR chat dating work? Well, it's very straightforward and has been made simpler over time. I know this is not a tips and tricks video on how to build a Minecraft house. I know you're lonely, but hopefully not this lonely. It usually begins by going into public lobbies, meeting somebody, finding out you have a lot in common and actually getting along.
Yep.
I know people with social anxiety are probably struggling with the first step here, but after getting along for a bit, you probably log on daily to meet each other.
Yep.
Maybe go on virtual dates, maybe sit in front of mirrors, cuddling each other like the rest of the narcissists in that game. Prying any VR chat user from a mirror, it's like prying a crackhead from a crack pipe.
I usually hang out in front of the mirror, right? Because like it's pretty cool to see the avatars personally, because you know, like I said, I was an avatar maker, so I just like to see the avatars and making sure they're good and everything like that, right? Goes a heartbreaker, dom you once, and the dash. Do I do a lot of mirror stuff? Yeah, I did a lot of mirror stuff, but I hanged out with friends, mostly hanging out in front of mirrors. That's pretty much about it. And then sometimes we would go into other exploration worlds. We would play what was that one game or so? I think it was like one person was a detective or so, and like I think like two people were like the killers or something like that. I forgot what's it called or so. I don't remember what it's called. There's more game modes now. But yeah, sometimes I like to go and explore the Japanese side servers, right? In VR chat, and like talk to, like, you know, have a fun interaction with some Japanese people. It's pretty fun actually. I actually quite like them actually. They're so fucking cool. They're so fun people, to be honest.
And maybe you even have matching avatars. Look at you, aren't you so cute? And then maybe after all of this, you decide to take it to the next level. The big step. The final base, if you will. You've transitioned from thigh highs to big boy pants now. And that is adding them on Discord, where they'll finally send you a picture of themselves and ask for one in return. You look in the mirror, the camera flashes, and you send the picture. She starts typing, and then you realise something. She's just deleted her picture. Well, buddy, you've just been blocked. She was so repulsed by the way you look, your personality could not carry that relationship.
Is that how it is now? I'm not too, I don't think I've ever heard of any situation like this, because at the end of the day, right? Like, you kind of already know that they don't look like their avatar. Like, if you for people who actually block people like that, those are mentally ill people, because they actually block people or something because they don't look hot, I guess, question mark. You know, I'm just kind of like, bruh, you're playing VR chat, okay? You're spending hours with each other. Like, do you really think he's gonna have time to hit the gym, work his ass off, you know, to look ripped and shit, and then you know, you aren't doing anything? Yeah, it's not gonna happen, to be honest. It's really not gonna happen.
As a result, subsequently, she had to block you. Or maybe it's the other way around and you learned they looked like Larry from SpongeBob, or something straight out the chum bucket. But either way, that is basically dating in VR chat. And if you thought all the e-couples were confined to Valorant, then you're wrong, because it's most lobbies you will find people like this. Either people expressing their love for one another, or people looking for somebody. I mean, come on, there is a reason why most people in most lobbies have their current relationship status in their bio, along with their current mental status, and easily lied about.
Yeah, they have, a lot of people have like mental issues, their Discord, what they do or so, or if they're single or if they're taken, you know, they usually have, well, not all of them, some of them though.
About age, and the members of their fake family because mummy and daddy didn't want to repeat the same mistake, and quite possibly the name of their partner.
Yeah.
This is the average
Sometimes,
VR
yeah.
chat user now, apart from the people that only get on to get high and drink themselves to death.
Yeah, that's also a thing too, that people just get online or so just to get high, smoke the shit. I've met a couple people like that, or get fucking drunk and go to the what is it, the 24-hour drinking night? I think is what it's called, Drinking Night World. I think that's what it's called. And there's like a lot of people that go there that are drinking all the time.
I did an experiment and proved this to be true. Alright, testing out, testing out. I hear people buy the mirror. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be
Holy
GG's
shit!
easy.
Is this the black cat?
Done. GG's. VRchat and e-dating have become synonymous with each other. Why do you think these so-called tools that VRchat users use for long-distance relationships either sponsor or target VRchat users? Because that aspect alone has become a part of VRchat's personality now, and that's why most people, when they hear you play VRchat, think you're a filthy little e-dater. But most of those things existed when I was still playing VRchat. It's actually been a thing for quite some time.
Yeah, of
and the majority
course.
of people are used.
There's also people who get married in VRchat too as well. And then sometimes either they do it for jokingly, right? Or they do it for real, and then they do actually meet in real life, and they actually do get married, and they have kids. You know, there's been a people who dated in VRchat, then started dating IRL. They finally got the chance to be with each other IRL, and they spent together. They got married, and they have kids, and you know, well, lordy behold, you know, I haven't heard from them, but you know,
used to the usual antics and are desensitized at this point to most of the occurrence of these things. But imagine my horror when I learned that it's been made easier now, and they've actually revolutionized it to a point where I didn't even.
Is he gonna talk about the dating app game?
Two new
The dating
methods that
app?
don't even require you to use VRchat, and a feature added by the VRchat team which has been used for dating.
Oh, here it is.
The newer method is an app. Yes, there is a VRchat.
Never
dating app.
met. Yep.
In fact, there are multiple. Two main ones are Never Met and Flirtual, which.
Wait, what? Wait, I've never heard of the other one. Wait. What's the other one called?
There are multiple. Two main ones are Never Met and Flirtual.
Flirtual? Hold up a second. Hold up. We gotta search this up. Hold up a second. No fucking way, dude. They made a I didn't even know they made a second one. What the fuck? Hold up. Flirtual, right? Yeah. Oh my god, it's fucking here, but it's it's a 3.7 out of 5. Never Met is 4.4. So let me see. Hold up. Let me see. What does it say? Real people's avatar profiles. Share interest and personality. Match on Flirtual. Meet in VR. The OG users here from 2018 been enjoying the experience of using it. Even in it mostly made friends, which is totally okay. So a lot of people just use it for friends. That's about it. The only problem I have with this app is that it's slow at one time and fast at another. Also, no, it's not my internet connection. That's matchmatching filter doesn't work. Interesting. Goddamn. I was going to try it now. I'm gonna do it for a video. That's what I want to do in the future. I want to use these apps or so for a video in the future.
Which are actually advertised in VRchat Worlds, and the experience on the app is very akin to Tinder, where you can swipe right if you're interested in somebody and left if you're not. And Never Met has the added feature of not allowing you to upload an actual picture of yourself. It has to be a VRchat picture of your avatar, as the main driving point is going off personality first instead of appearance.
Actually, that's actually pretty good. Actually, going by your personality instead of your looks. That's actually that's not too bad. Actually, that's actually pretty good. Actually, I have to say that's a W. That's literally a W, because we live in a world or so where looks matter. You know, where looks just basically matter for everything now these days instead of your personality now, right? So actually, this is a W actually, to be honest.
But I think a 60-year-old dude in a femboy avatar pretty much reveals your personality. On the app, there is a way to verify your age, but all it does is simply verify your account. It doesn't prevent you from using the app in general. So like Tinder, it has that flaw of potentially people lying about their age. So if you're going to use the app,
Interesting.
be careful. But the pipeline probably goes like you match with somebody, you say your greetings, you get to know each other, then you either add each other on Discord or you start playing VRchat together, and then things progress from there. But the fact there is an app for dating in VRchat is just foreign to me. Like, we got a VRchat dating app before GTA 6 and before Valorant did it. But then again, they have Swift Play for that. But it just feels like it shouldn't exist, and at the same time makes sense it exists. It's weird to be at this stage of the internet. But you know, if you end up finding someone nice on that, good for you. I hope the mental trauma in the long run is worth it.
It kind of depends. It kind of depends, you know. And like I said, right, dating in VR chat, it just, you know, especially for someone who plays a long time or so in VR chat, can be a hit or miss.
But either way is through Discord.
Except the problem is I have to take pictures. I have to take pictures of my models and whatnot, so I gotta do all that shit.
Servers. As I mentioned in my previous video, there are club Discord servers for VRchat, for organizing events in the virtual world and meeting other people. Some of the more popular Discord servers and clubs are Club Mika, Club Poseidon, and Club Orion.
I know Orion. I know that one.
On these Discord servers,
I know Orion.
There's either a bio section or a dating section where you can talk about yourself and hope somebody sends you a Discord message. And in some of these Discords, there is a one night stand section where you can post a temporary bio and meet that person that night and knock the ones and zeros out of their binary until personal clarity gets you and you realize what you've just done. But as I've said previously, I've made a hobby of occasionally looking at these bios, because in general most of them are normal, just people genuinely looking for a connection with somebody, and there is nothing wrong with that.
6'2", big dick.
There's nothing wrong with looking for friends or a potential partner, and VRchat in general was made to make connections with other people.
Yeah, of course.
It is a social game, but occasionally you get a bio in these Discords that genuinely sticks out from the rest.
Yeah.
Either because it's really disturbing, or they go into a deep layer of detail about their interests and extracurricular activities. For example, let's look at a normal one compared to one that may be viewed as extreme. Of course, I'm going to censor important information so you can't track them down. Age 19, gender male, country and time zone France.
That's your problem right there. They're French. That's the problem. They're French.
Sexuality straight, preference women, availability mostly at night, looking for ERP partners and friends.
Yeah, see? So looking for ERP friends, these are usually, because number one, right, it's a young dude, right? He's probably a young virgin dude, right? 19 years old, he's probably a virgin and shit. He's just kind of like, you know, it's just a dude who's just in his time or so just to get it off, you know? It's not really surprising.
Now, that was a really normal one. Like, I'm surprised how safe for work that was. But it only gets worse from here. Age 21, country/time zone, Europe, France.
Another one.
Oh, fuck. I think I'm allergic to the French. Gender, female, sexuality, straight, looking for friends with benefits, friends, pet owners, hard dom.
It's not surprising, to be honest. This is probably this is just a sub. This is probably like a subby woman. That's about it, so.
And masters ooh-woo. Preference, masculinity, DM policy, open, kinks, domination, degradation, pet play, and I'm not reading the last one out. Now that is still a
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I probably know what the last one is, but I'm not gonna say it.
And probably your average VRchat player. Now for the more extreme ones. People that definitely need their internet access revoked, and their name blacklisted from most internet service providers. Age, late 30s. Gender, male. Sexuality, straight, but I love to consume in VRC though. Looking for woman, new master, relationship, and possibly a wife. And a overly hot bitch that loves to be lewd. Kinks. Public lobby fun. Vor would like to try. Domination loss. And then a laundry list of kinks that I'm not gonna read out.
I probably know what some of them are. Yeah, the public one or so that's a big no at the end of the day. You're not supposed to do that whatsoever.
Know that bio was something, but it gives you a better idea of the more extreme side of VRchat. And not all players are like that, it's just the small community of degenerates.
I'm not really surprised, to be honest.
The last thing
I'm really not.
was actually implemented by VRchat
I've seen worse. I've seen worse shit, to be honest.
itself. And this is VRchat groups, and it released recently. It allows you to join small communities and join public or private instances for that group. In addition to this, you can also wear the title of one of the groups above your head, so that everyone around you knows you're a part of that group. Some of my favourite groups are the Gooning Group, the Arizona Tea Gang, the Submersible and Implosive Gang.
That's a good one. That's a good group. I know what that's supposed to be. Man, dude. Fucking God fucking damn it,
The
dude.
Daddy Markiplier Gang, and
God fucking damn it, dude.
for any British person that wants
It
to
never
be
gets
some
old.
droll, the Greg's Gang, but Couplands is obviously better, so f you. But there are also a
Of
lot
course.
of dating groups.
Oh yeah, there's dating, a lot of dating ones, to be honest. That's crazy.
A lot for single people, and a lot for just things like ERP, with most of them being a joke, but some of them being completely serious. But as said, some of these groups have events where you can join and meet other single people. So basically, it's on the same lines as a IRL singles event. Also, just an extra note, if you have your VRchat groups public, and you have some degenerate groups in there, people tend to use that first when they're trying to bully you.
Oh, hell no, man. What the
And judging by the people watching, the person bullying you is going to have adequate ammunition, probably 7.62 hollow point.
Gordon, you lousy motherfucker. Get
Meh.
your dork ass down to the test chamber or else I will shove the sample up your ass.
Now, there's only so much we can do the outside looking in for this topic. Like, we can generally talk about VRchat dating, but not necessarily experience it ourselves. And no, I'm not going on a VRchat date just for a video. Fuck you. But we can experience how these relationships start.
I would do these applications or so, right? To talk to people or so, right? To see like to their experience, like if they have any crazy stories they want to share or anything like that. I would do that for a video, 100%.
Through the methods I described previously, to see if VRchat dating really is deplorable or just completely normal. So I did an experiment and set up 4 accounts. 2 on the Never Met app, a male and a female, both
Hey, yo, he catfishing. He pretended to be a girl.
in their early 20s just looking for someone to play games with and possibly date in VRchat. And I posted 2 bios in the Discord servers, one from a female and one from a femboy. Because, you know, okay, at this point, once again, both in their early 20s, both looking for a relationship regardless of gender, and some interesting spice to go along with it. I kept these accounts up for 24 hours, and kept to the rule of not replying to them, because that would have just been cruel at that point. And the results were very interesting. It actually surprised me. On the Nevermet app, the female got 20 matches in the
Of course, the female.
first day, and just generally wholesome messages asking for people to play games. The male, on the other hand, only 5 matches
Of course.
and no messages whatsoever. Now, going onto the Discord, it gets more interesting, because on the Nevermet app, we're actually restricted to what we can say, but on these Discord servers, we can basically say whatever we want, and do that I did. And the responses, as I said, were surprising. For the Discord femboy, they received no messages whatsoever.
Damn. No love for the femboy, chat. No love for the femboy. No messages for the femboy. Damn, dude. That's kind of sad. Not gonna lie, to be honest. Damn. Rip in the chat. Goddamn, dude.
Well, nobody was interested. Maybe I'm just bad at acting like a femboy.
Probably.
The female, on the other hand, received 12 message requests from 9 guys, 2 females, and 1 femboy.
Of course. Of course. One femboy goes after a girl. Girls go after guys. Wait, how many girls went after for
Requests from 9 guys.
9 guys, 2 females, and 1 femboy. Yeah, you know, kind of doesn't surprise me at that point.
2 females and 1 femboy. The youngest.
It's just that these dating apps, right? It caters more to females, right? It's just like any normal dating app. It caters more to females. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of knocks and everything from dudes.
Being 21 and the oldest being 29, all looking for relationships and 2 proposing just to be friends with benefits. And the messages were actually kind of wholesome. You had 1 guy sending a picture of his cat, 1 just looking for cuddles in VRchat, and 1 looking to watch an anime together. It actually surprised me there was not 1 NSFW message, even with the bait in.
You'd be very surprised, to be honest. You'd actually be very surprised how many wholesome people there are. You know, it's because like a lot of people has like gone through the trenches and everything like that, right? Has gone through the dark side and stuff like that, and they just kind of like just want to have normal, you know, just a normal fun interaction.
In the bio, they all just wanted to do wholesome things. But you could make the argument that, you know, maybe they're acting like that so you don't think they're a creep. But we never know, because I'm not interacting with them any further.
It would have been cool if you went a little bit more further, so to kind of like, you know, get more on the video. It would be, you know.
But in conclusion, VRchat dating really isn't all that bad and probably gets a bad rep. Yes,
it does.
I've made fun of it throughout this video, but that's just me being me. I think as long as it's between 2 consenting adults, emphasis on the adults, and they're not doing anything explicit in public lobbies where kids are, I think it's fine.
Yep.
We live in an age now where online dating is becoming more and more normal because of social media and online games, where you have people meeting their future husband in Valorant and VRchat.
It's awesome because you want to know the reason why. Why do I think it's pretty cool, right? You might meet somebody that's not in your local area. You know, you might meet somebody who lives on the other side of the planet. You know, you might meet somebody, maybe you might meet your special someone in a different country, you know? You don't know that for a fact, you know? You could probably meet someone, because you couldn't do that before, you know? Before all of this, you really couldn't meet that, you know, that maybe that special someone who lives in, like, I don't know, maybe what's a good country? Italy. Let's say, for example, Italy, you know? Maybe you live in, like, I don't know, maybe in Canada, and you meet your future wife or so, and she lives in Italy, you know?
Yes, it has a negative stigma around it. People usually think you're a weirdo if you online date, but compared to like 10 years ago, I think that stigma's getting more and more weaker. Because as I said, it's becoming more and more normal.
Okay, buddy. All right, Dark.
You can connect to everyone around the world. And VRchat was the first instance where you can interact with those people through the power of virtual reality. And of course, as people interact with each other around the world, relationships are going to happen. And I think eventually it's just going to become normal. And I know I shit on VRchat a lot, but it's one of my most played games. Just down to the fact I've met friends through there.
Of course.
And they've made it worthwhile putting 3,500 hours into that game over the span of 8 years, so it's not that bad. But
for me, it's like, it's a span of many years or so where I got like 2,000 hours for me, like 2,500 hours. It's a spam of many years. I did stop playing like for like what, 2 to 3 years or something like that. So
anyway, yep, that's the video.
Because I got busy. It's called being an adult, being responsible. So, but yeah, that was a cool video. I actually quite liked it, actually.
Hope you get pixel cooked in your next relationship. That's CUCKED in case my accent made it so you couldn't understand me. Just like with the YouTube voice recognition, doesn't light up the like and subscribe buttons when I say them. But yeah, bye-bye. Yeah, that was actually, you know, that was pretty cool. I actually quite liked that, actually. That was actually a really really nice video. The YouTube voice recognition doesn't light up the like and subscribe buttons when I say them. But yeah. Yeah.
like I said, it's really cool. I like it. Like I said, I've had pretty shitty experience in VR chat dating. Granted, there were mostly guys that I dated, so it was pretty bad. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that I swing both ways, but I mostly dated guys in VR chat, which is kind of funny. Like I said, pretty terrible, but you know, it is what it is, you know. I don't regret dating them, you know. It's not like they're childish antics because they were younger than me, so it's just, it is what it is, you know. Younger people are just so childish when it comes to certain situations. So that's just the biggest idea. That's about it. So that's why I usually try to date someone at least around my age personally. Maybe 1 year older than me, maybe 2 years older than me, maybe like 2 years younger than me, maybe, who knows. But I usually prefer someone around my age somewhere. So yeah, it is what it is, right? Like at the end of the day, right? It's dating, you know. I just kind of like, you know, it's just whatevs, you know. A lot of stupid shit happened, you know. They were hag maxing. Okay, buddy. Okay. Yeah, you know, I had a good time, you know, good memories. But anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and let me know what you guys think. You know, have you guys? I doubted that most of my YouTube people played VR chat and dated. You know, but I did. I dated. There were some good moments. There were some ups. There were some downs. But you know, I mostly had a lot of ups personally because all I mostly did was just do a lot of dancing. I did quite a lot of dancing in VR chat. Hanged out with friends, had a good time. You know, I'll never forget those memories. Those were some good memories. So. Mom, I'm always stuck with older girls. You're stuck with older girls? Damn, man. You're not sharing? Anyways, that's the end of the video. And, peace.